we are optimists, but we are frustrated optimists. And a reader at this point would be entitled to ask, we get your frustration, why are you still optimists? We are optimists because we believe that this country is still full of people who just didn't get the word. They just didn't get the word. And so they go out and invent things and start things and create things and organize things. They just didn't get the word that we're down and out. They just didn't get the word that Washington is paralyzed. In fact, if you want to be an optimist about America, stand on your head, because the country looks so much better from the bottom up than it does from the top down. And the last 3 chapters of the book basically first focus on those people, profiles of those people. We go from there to then talk about how we think we can break out of this paralysis, and we believe we need a third party. We believe the system needs shock therapy, just like the shock therapy we once thought we had to administer to the post-Soviet Union. We are now the ones in need of shock therapy. As Michael said, the system, the political system, is paralyzed today because of structural features. Our politicians today are no better or worse than any others, or any others, I would argue, in American history. It's the incentives that are all screwed up. The incentives created by money in politics, by the media culture we have right now, by gerrymandered political districts. And we really believe life is about incentives. Change the incentives, change the behavior. Move the cheese, move the mouse. Don't move the cheese, the mouse doesn't move. We think we need a third party to demonstrate that 40 to 50% of the American public, the cheese, is actually somewhere these politicians do not understand. And only a third-party politician who demonstrates that to the 2 big parties, once that happens, they will have to go after the cheese. We had a graphic demonstration of that with Ross Perot in the Clinton-Bush election, who at one point had 40% of the vote for deficit reduction. And Ross Perot was nuts. He thought little black helicopters were chasing him. He, in the end, still got 19% of the vote. So imagine a sane third-party leader and what he or she could do today. We closed the book with a chapter called Rediscovering America. And it is to simply underscore the point that we don't have to learn from China. We don't have to learn from India. Everything we need to do is all in our history. The books, the history books we need to read are our own. And the country we need to rediscover is America. That used to be us, and it can be again.